This is the AI News Flash for April 21st, 2 p.m. UTC. First up, AI data center operator Core Scientific unveiled plans today for a $3.3 billion junk bond offering. The debt is aimed primarily at financing new data centers being built for AI cloud provider CoreWeave, making it one of the largest high-yield debt issues tied to AI infrastructure this year. But with annual capex of the four top hyperscalers now exceeding $650 billion, and Amazon, Alphabet, and Meta all running record-sized corporate bond programs, AI infrastructure funding has become a structural driver reshaping the entire credit market. Meanwhile, Fitch today flagged AI disruption risk in three sectors: software, media, and IT services, and default concerns are rising in private credit. The tension between the AI bond boom and credit risk is set to dominate the rest of 2026. Next, zero-trust security startup Zero Networks today launched AI Segmentation, a platform for governing autonomous AI agents. It delivers three core capabilities: AI lateral movement control to cut privilege escalation paths via agents, AI agent control providing visibility over running agents and shadow AI tools with enforced interaction boundaries, and an AI-driven compliance engine that automatically maps to frameworks like the EU NIS2 directive and CIS benchmarks. The company has raised roughly $100 million so far, backed by Highland Europe, F2 Venture Capital, and Venrock. Co-founder and CEO Lakunashuk stresses real-time deterministic control as the differentiator, not marketing hype. With Bain warning that AI cybersecurity spend may need to double or triple in the wake of Anthropic's Claude myth, and Gravity.io reporting that 88% of organizations have already experienced agentic AI incidents, governance-focused security products are now entering the market in waves. Third up, Australian AI semiconductor startup Syenta has raised $26 million, with former Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger joining its board. Syenta is developing alternative process technology that replaces bottleneck steps in advanced chip manufacturing, positioning it as a fresh contender to reduce the global AI semiconductor supply chain's heavy dependence on TSMC. Gelsinger drove Intel's U.S. foundry push during his tenure, and his appointment reinforces Australia's rising profile as a new geopolitical hub for semiconductor manufacturing. With NVIDIA HBM supply set to stay tight through the end of 2027 and TSMC's year-to-date revenue up 30% on $54 billion of capex, investment in alternative process technologies is accelerating worldwide, making AI chip manufacturing decisively multipolar. Next, a new CAST AI report shows enterprises are hoarding vast amounts of AI compute out of FOMO while leaving most of it idle. The analysis finds that a large portion of GPU resources provisioned on Kubernetes sits unused, with a typical enterprise wasting around $30 million a year on idle AI compute. Under pressure to keep up with demand signals from NVIDIA's GTC announcements, companies are stockpiling capacity far beyond actual workloads, running headlong into financial strain at the same time. Behind the supply-side surge of $650 billion in hyperscaler capex, the demand side is now facing a widening gap between deployment and ROI. Act 2 of the AI infrastructure cycle is shifting to utilization, efficiency, and monetization. Finally, the FTC has taken enforcement action against Baidu, owned by Bumble, for using roughly 3 million user photos to train an AI facial recognition model without consent. The company reportedly retained user photo data even after profiles were deleted and repurposed it to develop identity verification AI. The FTC has ordered deletion of the training data and destruction of the model for privacy law violations.
Unauthorized use of user photos for AI training now sits alongside publisher lawsuits from Britannica and the New York Times and the YouTube creator class action against Amazon at the front line of the privacy and training data consent debate.
With age verification tools expanding to 25 U.S. states, Oregon enacting the nation's first AI chatbot safety law, and California advancing an AI rights bill, regulation around biometric and facial data is tightening rapidly, and today's FTC action signals a clear push to crack down directly on consumer app-side data misuse. That's all for this AI News Flash.